Ready? Here we go. Oh, I lift the whole thing off. I don't just lift the lid off, I lift the whole box off. Look at them, they're laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. They're laughing at me like I'm an idiot right now. I can't get over. All right, I do remember this room, this table, but I can't get over the bears. There's a lot of bears.
Everywhere.
Look, there's like bears here, bears over here, bears. Bears on the couch, bears, 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 and more. Bears, even a blue bear over there. There's just so many bears. Here's our #1 camera. Hi, #1. Underneath the camera, bears and more bears. So what are we talking about here, guys? This room, this
reminds you of something?
This is the exact table where we used to play D&D way back when.
Now, Greg, you played D&D. I played D&D. John, did you play D&D?
Not really. I was aware of it, but did not play.
John was like a cool surfer, right? John was
red
like,
arrow that says "not a nerd."
John's like, dude, I was not playing D&D.
That was me.
But we're gonna drag him back into this D&D world right now because we haven't given up on D&D, and in fact, Greg, who is an emerging dungeon master of the highest level.
Why do you say emerging? I've been doing this since the 80s.
Okay, you're right.
Emerging.
So
he has a hat now.
I'm gonna try that again.
I've already emerged.
Let me try that again. Greg here, super awesome dungeon master, has got a challenge because he wants to add something to his dungeon game. I'm kind of like, I got this chandelier here.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna go low here. You guys are much taller than me. Okay.
I'm launching a new campaign called The Cult of the Reptile God. Ooh. And really in any campaign, but especially this one, we need farmhouses. We need lots of little farmhouses. So I think we, John and myself, need to build a couple of farmhouses and see who can do it better.
I think we're talking about a challenge here then.
I think we are.
This is a throwdown, siblings,
it's on.
Brotherly rivalry going on, and I'm just gonna watch in total excitement and awe. All right, farmhouse
and then we'll
challenge.
be back here amongst the bears when we're done.
All right, is it on? The challenge is on. Let's shake on it. High five on it.
Shake, high five.
Who's gonna have the best D&D farmhouse miniature? We're gonna find out here on Those Crafty Kinsets. Let's go. I want to look at some more bears.
Okay, I might have gotten myself in a little over my head on this one. I challenged John to build a farmhouse, and I've never built anything before, except the little dungeon tiles, which are fairly easy in comparison. So, we're going to give it a shot. Could go really good, could go really bad. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I measured it completely wrong. I was stupid to inlay it in right there because now I can't paint it.
So there's a new project that's been brought to the table here. It's a challenge actually for a D&D board game. I don't play D&D myself, but I love building these types of medieval structures. So the challenge is to build the best medieval farmhouse that you can possibly come up with. So I printed this one up to model my build after. It should be pretty cool. It's very medieval looking. Basically a farmhouse, and I'm going to use a bunch of different materials in the build. So I'm probably going to use some of this, I'm not sure yet, but some of this polyform modeling clay. Definitely going to use this Dollar Tree foam core board, which is just you know, paper. I peel off the paper and use the foam in there. And definitely going to be using XPS foam. This is the insulation foam from Home Depot. So I'll be cutting some of that up on the hot wire table. But let's start building. I'll take you along the way and show you all the steps that I use to make this medieval farmhouse. Let's get going.
All right, judgment time for Those Crafty Kinsets. Inside this box, we have 2 medieval farmhouses. They are playable terrain for Dungeons & Dragons games, and we're going to take a look and see which Kinseth brother created the best farmhouse. Are you ready? I'm ready. Time to unveil. Oh my god, I almost just probably knocked him over. I thought it was just going to lift off really easily. Let's try that again. I'm going to try that again. Ready? Here we go. Oh, I lift the whole thing off. I don't just lift the lid off, I lift the whole box off. Look at them, they're laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. They're laughing at me like I'm an idiot right now. Okay, let's try that again. Shut up. And now, here's the unveil. Woo! Look at this. Okay, I'm coming around. Oh, there you have it. 2 unbelievably well-detailed farmhouses. Perfect for your Dungeons & Dragons game. Well, let's take a look at the 2 close-ups, shall we? First of all, this one with it looks like a bit of a thatched roof kind of going on top. Ooh, yeah, and it's nice and soft. I like that. We have a kind of a chimney on the side here, a little bulbous maybe a little bulbousy right here, maybe in this spot right here, but I do like it. Strong detail here on the corner with the corner wood. Take a look in here. I should probably spin it this way for the light, huh? Look at the detail right there on kind of the wood slats, the bricks, the stone. I can tell that this roof probably took a long time. Now, where is the front door? Oh, there's the front door. Am I like going in the bad spot? Who knows? I'm trying to get like a good like.
No, you're fine. I can see the whole table.
Can you? Like if I go like this? So let's take a look at that front door. Look at that front door. That is like a very, very well detailed front door. Nicely done for this farmhouse. Now let's take a look at the other farmhouse, shall we? Whoa! Check this out. There's no way that this was built by one of these Kinseths. This was clearly purchased. This was clearly purchased in China. Come on. Take a look at the detail. We have little moss growing in between the stones by the front door. Take a look at the front door. We have like the little three-dimensionality of the hinges and the doorknob, the little window right there with the little window. They got a window sill. It's as if the window wasn't enough. Someone here made a window sill. Beautiful like patterns going on here. The roof is fantastic. The roof or the roof? What am I supposed to say? Roof. I'm from Kansas, so we used to say roof, but I think it's roof. That really looks like something out of like the Renaissance Fair. It looks like I'm in The Hobbit. It looks like it's like a Harry Potter structure almost. The wood pile in the back, I'm going to spin it for you guys to see this. Take a look at that. The wood pile with the two little, the bars that are keeping the little wood pieces in together. Look at the intricacy of that door and the door frame. The chimney. Is that a chimney? I can actually see through it. Hey, how's it going, everybody? All right, well, I have thoroughly looked at these 2 fabulous farmhouses. Am I calling a winner or am I bringing you guys in right now?
We're coming in.
We're coming in? Guys, get in here. Let's take a look at these 2 round of applause. Get over here. There we go. Fabulous Greg. Hey. Fabulous John. All right, so are you, I don't know whose is whose, but I'm just going to take a guess here. That this one belongs to John, am I right? Is this one John's? Ladies and gentlemen,
it's every time!
John is the winner of this particular challenge with literally, I mean, you could probably sell this thing for quite a bit of money, and I think there's lots of...
I'm selling mine.
There's some D&D geeks that might buy yours, but I'm thinking this one, I mean, John, I mean, it is exceptional what you have done here. Greg, I don't want you to feel bad. This looks very medieval to me. This looks like a perfect medieval farmhouse. The only problem with yours is the fact that you've got John's right here next to it. It's like a professionally done...
Well, in my game, I used John's as the mayor's house because he had a nice, posh, cool house. Mine was built by the farmers. So that's how I justified it in the actual game.
It's a contrast between the two.
So you just use these in your D&D?
I just used them last week, yes.
Oh, all right, just last week.
And when I saw John's, I went over to his house and saw, I didn't see the finished thing, but I saw just the basic structure. And I'm like, come on, you just built just a flat box. Mine's intricate. I got this. I got the 2 levels of the roof, and then it's all about the details. So.
It is very much.
Good job, John.
Thank you.
I hate it, but good job.
What was was the roof challenging? Was the
roof was a pain in my ass, and the second I started it, I regretted it from that point on. It's done actually. One of the crafting people, the crafting muse, I used one of her methods to use twine, and you kind of frazzle, fray the end.
Fray, favel.
Yeah, you fray the ends and you lay it down. Although she did it one strand at a time, and I realized very quick that was going to take me about a year to do every little strand. So I figured out a way how to make one strand all at once and then fray the edges. I will never ever again build a chimney into the roof like that and have it pop out the roof, because then you got to cut the roof. And see how John just plopped the chimney right there on the top?
So easy.
But your chimney popping out of the thatch roof kind of gives it that old, dilapidated, realistic
The farmers
feel.
built it themselves.
Actually,
so
to me, it looks like a
they had
fire
to build
hazard.
it.
You can catch that roof on fire.
That's true.
It needed to be about another inch taller, I think, for that to.
Look at John's. What do you think of this, Greg?
I hate it.
John,
Actually, I did just buy this at the store, so.
it looks like something you bought at the store. It looks like something that was like manufactured from a 3D, one of those 3D printers.
I can't help it. It's just the detail. I start going, and then I can't give up on certain details.
John, you made, when it comes to the little roof tiles, you did each one individually?
That is the normal way you would do it. You do these individually one at a time, but I did not want to do that because it was going to take forever. So I cut, on a big strip, I cut these predetermined shingles on one big strip, and then I just sliced them into thin little things, and so each one is a whole row. So it's like half the work.
So he cheated.
Oh, so he cheated is what you're saying.
That's not cheating.
Take a look at this. Greg, take a look at like the chimney.
I see the chimney.
Do you notice it's not all the same color? He used like a couple different colored bricks.
Of course he did.
Let's see if Greg's chimney has different colors. No different colors on Greg's chimney.
That chimney was a pain in the ass. I'm never doing a chimney in the middle of the roof ever again. It was too much of a pain in the ass.
Now, the wood pile, John, I'm going to do it over here so everyone can like see. The wood pile, the intricacy, are those little tiny pieces of real wood?
I couldn't help myself. I was done with the build, and I came back, and I'm like, it needs a wood pile. So I literally took little pieces of wood, little birch branches, and cut them, and then I chopped them just like you would firewood. And then I built that little
with
thing,
like a little tiny axe?
A little tiny axe.
Little tiny axe.
And then I actually put those in brown stains so they look like more like firewood, and then built the rack for it. So did all that, and then came back and put the stone around the door, and just I liked the way it looked when I was done.
Greg, what do you think of the fact that John has made this perfect barn house without the wood pile, and that wasn't enough? He had to go back.
All right, I'm beating him on the next challenge. If you want to see how I screwed this up and how John beautifully crafted his, we're going to post our individual videos later on. But the next challenge we're going to do is what, John?
It's going to be, I believe, a medieval chapel.
A chapel. So
for D&D.
If you want to see how I screw that one up again, stay tuned. Because, but I'm going to take him down one of these days.
I already screwed mine up already, so I'll be telling you about that.
But for today's challenge, John is the Kinseth winner. But don't worry, Greg is coming back next time. More challenges right here on Those Crafty Kinseths.